Hello, dear soulmate. You're welcome to today's tutorial on Benny Souls. My name is Benedicta, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this beautiful V-shaped neckline kaftan with a folded sleeve hem. So, guys, if this is of interest to you, please stick around and let's go over to the sewing table. Alright, guys, we're going to be making use of this ashoke, I think that's what it is called. And then we're going to be making use of this batik fabric that I got, and it's 2 yards, I think 2 yards, almost 2 yards, if not up to 2 yards actually. So the first thing I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to be cutting the front and the back at the same time. So I'm going to be folding into four. First off, I fold into two, and then I fold again into four. So the open end is going to be our side, and then the closed end is going to be our center front. So first thing first, I'm going to mark in our starting line, which is going to serve as our shoulder line also at the beginning of the fabric. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to mark a 3-inch shoulder neck width, and then of course 7.5 shoulder width, because the shoulder I'm working with is 15 inches. So mark yours. And then the neck depth I'm marking 1.5 inch for the back and the front. For now, we're going to be adjusting that for the front. And the next I'm going to be marking right now is my sleeve length. So I'm going to be using, since I have just 9 inches remaining, I'm going to be using all 9 inches as my sleeve length, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. Okay, guys, if you have more fabric, you can go beyond the sleeve length that I have here, but for here I have, this is what I have, so that's why I'm making use of what I have. And the next thing I'm marking right here is my hip length. The hip length I'm working with 26.5. I'm going ahead to mark that. And then the full length of this dress is 41 inches. So I'm going to mark 41 inches, and I'm going to mark extra 1 inch for hemming allowance. So I'm marking 41 inch, and I'm going to be marking one extra 1 inch for hemming allowance. So there I've gone ahead to mark my hemming, and I'm going to move inwards and mark same measurements, my hip line, and of course my full length, and then the sewing allowance. So using my long rule, I'm going to square that out on a straight line like so, and at the hem the full length I'm going to square that out too, and I'll do the same at the hemming allowance. So moving over to the top, what we're going next thing we're going to do right now is to determine our armhole. So the armhole I'm going to be working with is 9 inches. So if this is for this particular dress actually, but if the person is on the bigger side, you can make use of 10 inches, 11 inches, depending on the size of the person. So I'm making use of 9 inches here, and I'm going over to the hip line, to the hip measurement which I marked earlier. So the hip line I'm working with is 37. 37 divided by 4 is 9.25. So since it's not a fitted dress, I'm going to be adding 4 inches to this to the hip line for allowance. So I've gone ahead to mark 4 inches extra. So from the armhole, I'm going to curve it inwards to match up with the hip line that I marked, and then I'm going to be extending that line down to hem full length, actually using my freehand method. Okay, so here we're almost through. It's a very simple tutorial actually. So here we are done with the front, and I'm going to be cutting this out right now. And so guys, if today is if today is your first time on our channel, you're welcome. We really welcome you and appreciate you. So guys, do hit the subscribe buttons and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload, you will be notified. And don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment. We really appreciate your comments, guys. So guys, we're almost done cutting out our measurements here. So we are through with the cutting. So guys, the next thing we're going to be doing right now, first thing first, I'm going to be marking out the front because they all look alike actually. Both the front and the back look alike. So for me not to make some silly mistakes actually, so I'm going to be marking out the front and the back. So for sorry, I didn't see this. So I'm going to be opening that sleeve length there. Our sleeve length. I didn't notice, but it will still have a fold there. So I'm going to open it up. So afterwards, I'm going to mark our back. Okay, for you to know that this is the back. The front and the back look alike. So this is the back for the back and the front. So the next thing we're going to be doing right now is to separate the front from the back so we can work on the front neckline rather. So folding the front accordingly, just the way we did earlier. I'm going to be marking 10-inch downwards from the shoulder line. Okay, I'm going to be marking 10-inch downwards, and from that 10-inch I'm going to be going in by 1 inch. It's going to look like a v-neck, but not the regular v-neck. Okay, so guys, just follow what I'm doing and you understand. So I'm going to be squaring it out to the neckline. Okay, we are not making extra neckline, just the same. We're working with the same 3 inches neckline that we left earlier, and I'm going to be cutting it out like so. So front is almost ready as well. Voila. So guys, we're done cutting. Let me open it up for you to see what I'm talking about. So guys, that is the 1 inch opening that we made in front there, and this is looking like a v-neck actually. So guys, moving over, the next thing we're going to be doing is joining the shoulders. So I'm going to bring the back forward and then place it on the front piece. And I'm going to be pinning it because we're going to be joining the shoulders of the two pieces, that is the front and the back piece. So I'm going to be pinning it. You can actually sew without pinning it, but I think I prefer pinning it all the way to the hem, shoulder hem, and then I'll do the same for the second side of the shoulder. It's a very simple tutorial, guys. Do check up on our other videos, our other tutorials, guys, and let me know what you think in the comment section. We really appreciate your comments. Okay, so keep them coming, and don't forget to subscribe and then turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. So guys, I'm going to go head over and sew it. So right now I'm done sewing the shoulder. We're done with the shoulder line. I'm going to open it up for you to see what we have. That is the back there, and that is the front, the v-neck front neckline that we made earlier. So guys, next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to measure what I have from that point round to the other side, not from this middle side, from that other part down to the, then I'm going to be, whatever I measure out, I'll cut it out on that ashoke. Yes, ashoke. So I think some people call it ashoke. So measuring that now, I found out that I have 28 inches from the other from one end to the other side. I have 28 inches, and I've gone ahead to cut out a stripe for it. This is going to serve as we're going to use it to turn our neckline anyways. So here I think I have more than 2 inches. I think about 2.5 inches of the strap is up about 2.5 inches, and then I have the length is more than 28 inches that we have earlier, so I can easily trim out the excess that we have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to pin it from that angle where we measured from the beginning. I'm going to pin it all the way around to meet the other side. Okay, so guys, just follow what I'm doing and I'm sure you are going to get this. It's very simple if you follow the steps actually the way I'm doing it. So guys, I'm done pinning it, and I'm going to go over and then run a stitch round it, and then I'll come back and show you. So guys, I'm done sewing, and this is what we have. So first thing first, I'm going to make a notch at that particular, so we can turn in the leftovers inward. It will be easier for us to turn in the leftovers. So I'm done notching it, and then I'll flip to the front, and here is what we have. Okay guys, here is what we have. I'm trying to adjust the front neckline, neck depth actually. So guys, flip it and then find an overlap. Make sure it overlaps on each other. Tuck the remaining part of that strap inwards, and this is what we will have. So I'm just trying to tuck it inward and find the perfect overlap. I think the right hand, I think it would be better left on right, or right on left actually. So lastly, I just went over and I placed the other one on top, and it sat perfectly on it. So here we're done with the neckline of it, of the front actually. So this is what we have. That is it, and then it is sitting perfectly. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out this piece. I have 10 by 10, 10 on all this square piece. I have 10 on all sides of the piece, and I'm going to be attaching that to the chest line, that is an inch below the neck depth that we made earlier. So guys, at this point, yeah, it's optional. You can do whatever you like with your design. Okay, you can do whatever you like, whatever that comes to your mind. You can fold in one side and leave the other, or you can fold the other bigger than the other side, just like the way I'm doing, or you can just sew it, just sew whatever you want, play around with it, and then you find out what interests you and then do it. So for this tutorial, I'm going to fold in a bigger end and then a smaller one like so, just like the way I'm doing, like so. And then we're going to be also placing it on the fabric, just like so. So at the end, this is what I'm going to have. And then for the sides, I'm going to be folding in half of an inch, and I'm going to sew all sides. So I've gone ahead to pin the upper part of the neckline to the neck depth, half of an 1 inch above the neck depth. So I went ahead to pin that there, and I'm going to also fold the sides by half of an inch, and I'm going to pin all the way around. Also my triangles that I made, I'm going to pin them so they don't move around while I'm sewing it. Okay guys, so if you're new on our channel, guys, what are you waiting for? Go down below and hit the subscribe button, okay, and then come back to watch. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell, like, share, and leave us a comment. Okay guys, I'm almost done pinning this, and this is what we have. It's quite easy actually. Just play around with it and do whatever you like with that design there, whatever suits you, whatever is of interest to you at that particular time. Please feel free to do that. So here it's quite bulky because I ironed a paper stay beneath the fabric there. So guys, this is it. I am done pinning it. So I'm going to go over to a sewing machine and I'm going to run a stitch around it. Okay, so afterwards I'm going to come back and show you what I have, like so. So guys, I'm done sewing it and it's sitting perfectly on it. Can't you see? It's so beautiful. Okay, so guys, for the sleeve hem, I went ahead to cut out this strap. I want it to have like a turn up sleeve. So I went ahead to kind of visit 2 inches, 2.25 actually. So I'll be sewing it from the inside and turn it out to the other side. So afterwards, I'm going to be joining the sides of the dress, and then of course I'm going to hem the lower parts of it. Remember, we left 1 inch for hemming, so I'm going to do this and show you. So guys, I am done sewing it. I sewed this to the wrong side and I flipped it over to the right side. These are the sleeves, and then that's the hem of the dress. Also guys, if you notice, I went ahead to um iron stones on it. It's looking so beautiful. I don't know why this video it's not actually doing justice to it. It's so beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. So here we are done with our tutorial. So guys, do well to replicate and let me know how it turns out. Bye.